I think when I first came to university, I felt so alone. I was really nervous and overwhelmed because everything was so new to me. New people, a new environment. I had no connection with any of my academics. They didn't really seem approachable. They were there at the front telling me what to do, and I just had to listen and learn. And just as I was trying to find my feet in this new place, everything went online. And I guess it all went downhill from there. And I think after that point, university sort of became an endless cycle of long lectures, attending tutorials, meeting assessment deadlines, and studying for exams. But there was no interaction, no collaboration, and no growth. And I remember asking myself a day last year, why am I even here? Is this what university is meant to be? Is this what it means to get an education? I don't know what it is, but I felt like something was missing. I was always told that university would be different, that you'd get to actually learn things you're interested in, that you'd meet new people and gain new perspectives, and have your view of the world changed. But after a year of doing this, I can't help but wonder. So much of what I've learned has been focused on memorizing information only to regurgitate it in a test. I have all this knowledge, but I don't know what to do with it, and I don't know how to apply it. I feel like I've done so much, but I've never stopped to question why. Isn't there more to university than just getting a piece of paper? Recently, I discovered the chance to be part of something so radical and different. Something that's opened my eyes to a whole new side of the university I never thought existed. It's an opportunity that values your student experience and allows you to be part of a greater conversation. A way of doing things that actually involves students like you and me as partners in the process of improving the learning experience. It's this idea called partnership, and it's about creating a space where students and academics can come together as equals to share perspectives and enhance each other's experience of the university, and ultimately co-create change. After spending the past few weeks with this group of staff and student partners, I've had the opportunity to talk with them about their views and perspectives on student partnership. And after listening to them talk about the work they've done, I've come to realise that this idea of partnership isn't only about empowering students to make change. It's a completely different way of being a student in the university.
Learning about partnership is something that it's not really a definition you read.
The promise is about negotiating, right? So students are used to a transactional conversation with academics, and I think what partnership does is it invites them into a form of negotiation.
Partnership pedagogy to me means working together and to create curriculum and being willing to listen to all sides and eradicating some of those traditional hierarchies in teaching situations.
Back then I really thought that being critical was wrong. I thought that you had to respect the opinion of an academic because they're the expert, right? But being in this role has taught me that, even though my opinion might not be as well developed, it doesn't mean that it's wrong or it's not valid or it's not wanted.
It's a promise of knowing the other person. It's a promise of caring for the other person, of seeing the other person, of recognising the other person, and it goes both ways.
So removing that teachers up here and students are down here mentality and coming to an equal stage and working together to learn.
In order to get something out of it, you have to put yourself in the position of negotiating, right? And the challenge with that is a lot of our structures, our systems, don't invite negotiation, they invite transaction.
Everything is delivered by metrics and feedback and engagement. And those things are difficult to measure when it comes to partnership because it's an ethos, it's a process, it's not an outcome. It's a way of doing things differently. And eventually that does improve things.
And so what we are doing is radical in that sense because we're saying the work of education sits between the student and the staff member and they work alongside each other. Right, and so the promise for me of student partnership is the promise of that negotiation.
It's so easy to get caught up in a classroom and caught up in a textbook because we feel safe that way. We feel like I'm doing the right thing as a student, I'm learning. But really what I've learned is that being a student is exploring and being curious and asking questions and moving outside of that box.
I think there's a lot written about what the university is. And we can attribute the idea of the university to institutions, and I don't think that's correct. I think attributing the idea of the university to relationships is very relational. It's talking to your lecturers, talking to your peers, and that's a partnership process. So engaging with those people is the best use of your time, making those relationships, making those connections, building work together from that, improving things together. If you notice something's wrong, okay, it's something that we worked on, can be improved.
If staff see their roles as teachers as being transactional, then student partnership might seem like a threat to them. But if staff see their role as teachers as negotiators, as people who are interested in what students have to say about what they're learning, then student partnership is a no-brainer.
As someone who's just begun my journey as a student partner, I've come to realise that this is a space where my thoughts and ideas are encouraged and my student perspective is valued. It's a space that feeds into my curiosity and pushes me to grow. A place where I can openly communicate and connect with my academics, where we can strive to improve things for the better. A space where I'm realising the university is so much more than just some lectures and tutorials, but a collaborative environment that I'm a part of and that I can help shape. It's a culture that's built on trust, where we depend on each other, learn from each other, and grow together. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from, there's room for you at the table. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of something bigger and make a difference.